lapha bo simi lapha simemezela
Today we are having a gospel musician workshop at Orion Church International in Mitchell's Plain. We're having all the artists talking about music business. We're going to be having a person from SAMRO. We're also going to be having Department of Arts and Culture, Department of Trade and Industry. We're also going to be explaining the whole nomination process. And also we have got Uzim Kita from Ukanyuso Communication, who's going to be talking about the whole PR, branding and marketing. I want all the artists to acquire as much knowledge as they can about the industry, about the production of their music. A lot of artists complaining about the music not being played on radio station and they don't know why. So today is an opportunity so that the artists can know what is required for them to succeed.
Selling airtime. That's how radio makes money. They sell airtime in the form of ads and live reads and everything that is said. That is why sometimes when you phone a DJ, if you know a DJ and you ask them to punt your show, let's say you're going to have a show, they will tell you, I can't do that. I'm not allowed to do that. Because that is the same as you going to ShopRite and asking to get groceries for free. Because radio makes money by selling the airtime. What happens in radio is that when you send a song to a radio station, it goes to a department or to a person who is called a music compiler. All radio stations have music compilers. Or let me say, all radio stations should have a music compiler.
I travel a bit, fortunately, in my work. So if you go to other countries, for example, if you go to Belgium, this Department of Arts and Culture is the most important after the Premier or the Prime Minister. Because it drives the culture, it drives the identity. In New York, for example, they will tell you that 3 out of 5 people walking in the street, they are all employed by the creative sector. In London, the same thing happens. 3 out of 5 people walking in the street who are working, they are employed by this sector.
As artists, as gospel artists, as people that work in the music industry, you already are in business. So you are running your own businesses or practices. So by the sense of being in business, it means what else, what do you need, what are the systems there? Is agencies like CEDA, Small Enterprise Development Agency. CEDA is there, it's on your face. The department has only one office in the CBD in St. George's Mall, but they CEDA in Mitchell's Plain, they CEDA in Khayelitsha, they CEDA in Knysna, they CEDA in Paarl. So in all the areas, the department has made sure that that agency is right next to you, where you can, as an artist, as a tax-paying, law-abiding, I hope, citizen, go in there, walk in there, and speak to an advisor of the CEDA. That's what they are there for. They are paid to do that. Say, listen, we've got this idea as this group. Here's our ambition. This is what we had achieved in 2014. And, or even the company registration. We had our company registration from Undaba, and we want you guys to help you. Because maybe Undaba also, please they will charge you, but CEDA will help you through their voucher programs. Say, listen, we'll appoint a service provider for you that will do your registration, that will do even your business plan. If you need a business plan to submit to Arts and Culture, I'll make reference usually to before that. So that all those things you can get from the CEDA offices, which are almost in every area, the whole of this country. So please take advantage of those offices.
Branding is all about it's all about defining, differentiating, and then communicating. It is just about 3 things, and we would just like to make it seem so impossible. But then it is just about 3 things. It is defining, it is differentiating, and it is about communicating. Number 1, in defining, Or you just have to define yourself. Who are you? Because obviously you are unique from the other person that is sitting next to you. And then in terms of differentiating, it is just about differentiating your uniqueness and just communicating what is it that you are all about. So that is just branding.
And then we have what we call copyright. Copyright is musical works, refers to rights to do with authors. Performing rights, which will be umsebenzi oculiwe kuma broadcasters, anything eyenzeka ku radio, anything eyenzeka ku TV. That is performing rights that ISAMRO will administer on behalf of our composer authors. Bese kuba ne publishing that we touched kancane in the morning, no Bongani. Bese kuba reproduction of the works in the form of mechanical rights. Manibona lapha TV bathi download ingoma yaka Brenda 5 rand. Those are mechanicals. And yeah, we administer that as well. And then we have, I touched a bit on Initial Time. Initial Time comes from an organization called IPOSA, Performance Organization of South Africa, which is the organization looking after our interests, wama backup artists, laba bamangapa eceleni. Initial Time rights of recording artist musicians to be remunerated for the public performances of their recorded performances. Laba bazaphambili bazogida, they are still the backup artists, of which Initial Time iyo ebabhekile ukuthi nabo kube khona okuncane abakutholayo.